Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, where we'll be, I don't know, we'll be doing stuff as per usual, doing my dailies and games here and there, where I see fit in Neopets. Like, well, actually, might not even need to do the quest in Neopets now, because we got a magical Chia Pop yesterday. At least I hope we did. Anywho, the thing I was seeing on Neopets is I'm going to see Jelly Neo Woodland Paintbrush. That's not how you type. Good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 10:39 PM on Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. Doesn't feel like it's that late, but I saw it dropped in price to like 1.6 million recently. Neopoints, and I was like, This is staying at the campsite. I think like it's actually been a while, to be honest. So let us see what's going on, to be honest, about here. Wow, 1.4 million? But the price keeps getting 1.35 million? Keeps getting lower and lower. I don't know what's up with my Neopets right now, why it's not loading. I just want to see what my quests are, to be honest. It's kind of like not working at the moment, but alright. I guess I'll do this instead. Yeah, what are we talking about? I don't know. I don't really have a conversation in mind, to be perfectly honest. Just sort of vibing out as per usual, relaxing, chilling, or cool, shooting some people outside of school. You might be like, oh, isn't today a D&D day? Like, when are you gonna play D&D? The D&D day is now on Friday instead because I was busy basically this evening, so I was just like, probably can't swing D&D today, so that has been postponed. So what we can talk about? Let's go. I don't really know. Oh yeah, I forgot we were taking a break from doing Cap'n Islands because we're running out of Nook Mile points. I don't really know what to talk about. What's going on in R// games? This is always what I turn to when I'm just like, gotta find something to do. Baby bunny ear shoes. That's what I've got in my Neopets stuff right now. I have no idea what this is. Pretty cute though. 200,000-ish? I don't know. I'm not that crazy about it. So, yes, R// games. What's going on in this world right now? Let's see. Ace Attorney. Was that? I think that was a shooting star. Oh, Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. This is something I definitely wanted to talk about because Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, I remember it got announced, so a remake on Switch like ages ago, and now it's actually like properly released, and honestly apparently it's got pretty good reviews. The only pain point I've seen is graphically it's locked to 30 FPS, which is like, I didn't know the Switch could do more than 30 FPS, to be honest, but I don't know. I guess if anything in my mind, I'm just like, I don't really care about that. Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, if you've not played it, is one of like the old school Mario RPG games back when they were genuinely, like, in my opinion, very, very good. Like, Paper Mario 1000-Year Door might be probably is the best Mario RPG game in my opinion. I'm not saying stuff because it's got like high competition with like Super Mario RPG is also really good. Mario and Luigi are also like really good RPG games, at least the early installations. The later ones are kind of like, as I understand it. Oh, although to be fair, with Paper Mario, apparently Origami King was pretty decent, to be honest. Like, I don't mind them changing up the formula, but I want the game to have a charm. That Paper Mario 1000-Year Door had, like with a story, the characters, which I'm just like, oh yeah, the engaging world, which I actually want to like interface with, I suppose. Not so that the others don't, because I think it'd be hypocritical of me to accuse them of not having that sort of world when I haven't actually played them. It's just more like I read reviews, and reviews are just like, this one's a bit of a miss, and I'm like, okay, I just won't play it. And you might be like, are you a bit beholden to reviews then, rather than forming your own opinion? And I'm like, yeah, you know, got limited time. To be honest, I ain't gonna sit through playing a game which I don't really want to play. You know, lesson learned, I suppose. From doing that, you know, the few times I have done that, you know, etc. I talk about it all the time, like doing Anacute 100%. I liked Anacute as a game to play through. Was not a fun game to play 100%. That probably shouldn't have done that. So, you know, moving forward, play a game until I get bored of it, I suppose. But yes, what was I saying? Paper Mario 1000-Year Door is so good that it actually makes it into the my top 5 favourite games of all time. You might be like, what are your top 5 favorite games of all time? That's a good question. I often think about it. I think I spoke about it before, like when I did like 1,000 Days Q&A. But it's like Undertale's first, Nightmare Woods second, Babu's You is third, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is fourth, and at the time it was Divinity Original Sin 2, I think was fifth. Now it's probably Baldur's Gate 3 might be fifth. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't think it's hard for me to say. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably definitely up there, and it's very memorable. But something about Divinity Original Sin 2 being that first experience has made it even more memorable in a sense. But I did love Baldur's Gate 3. It's a fantastic game. But anyway, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is a fantastic game. It's very nostalgic for me, which is weird because I didn't play it when it like first got released. I only played it after the fact. After I saw, I think it was Chucker Conroy probably play for it. You know, if it's like a let's play of something of a Nintendo game, it was probably Chucker Conroy I watched play it. But yes, I saw him basically play for it a bit, or maybe the entire thing. I don't remember. And I was like, wow, I got to play this game. And I think I've told this story before, but at the time I had a Nintendo Wii, and I had one of the Generation 1 Nintendo Wiis, which had the GameCube ports on the top, and you could actually play GameCube games with them when they were still thinking about backwards compatibility in that sense. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go buy some stuff for a GameCube. And what I didn't realise is that you actually have to have a game card. Oh yeah, well hold on, we're not talking to you. Sorry, Captain, we're not talking to you. You actually have to have a game cartridge. Not game cartridge, sorry, oh, I guess we will do it because we got this. You have to have that cartridge. No, the memory card, that's what it's called. To actually save your progress on Nintendo GameCube games. So I remember I bought the controller at some point, maybe like way before, I don't remember. And I bought the game, and then I didn't buy a game card. And I remember that it was at a video game chain called Game, which I don't know if they still exist anymore. Game, I feel like they're slowly being like shut down because it's not really sustainable. Honestly, their stuff was kind of overpriced anyway, but I loved it because it was like a game store. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, I remember a person who worked at Game, but the shop clerk was like, oh, do you have a memory card for this already? And I didn't understand what he said, so I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, okay, and then he sold it to me. And then, I bought the game back, and I put, the game into the Wii, plugged it in, and I played it for like a couple of hours or something, and I tried to save him, and it was just like, oh, it like fails to save or something, and I was like, what? It blew my mind, because I was like, oh, it doesn't have like onboard memory or something like Nintendo Wii does? Because, I mean, to be fair to me, I would have thought that if a Nintendo had backwards compatibility with GameCube, that maybe it would also have like, oh, it would did away with a memory card thing, and you can just save it onto like the Nintendo Wii's like internal memory. But that's not the case, which is fair enough. I guess they'd have to do more like work to make that function or something. So basically what I did until like the next time we were allowed to, the next time we went to the shopping centre so I could actually pick up a memory card, is I just basically played that game for as long as I could and just went as far as I can, like just over and over and over again. You might be like, how old were you when you did this? I generally don't remember off the top of my head. I would ballpark I was like probably in my preteens, maybe earlier. I think I was in primary school, I'm not sure. It's hard for me to exactly say, because I definitely remember I'd stopped watching Chucker Conroy in secondary schoolish time, so I think I must have been in primary school. So it probably put me around like 9 to 11ish. So yeah, I mean definitely have a lot of free time, I suppose, as a child. I just played through like Paper Mario 1000 Year Door as far as I could with like one without saving, essentially. And I think the furthest I ever got was basically to the start of Hooktail's Tower, which is not honestly very far. It's like partway through chapter 1 or something, but I didn't really want to play for like huge swaths of time. And then eventually like went back to the shopping centre, picked up a memory card, and played through Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Now it's a weird situation because I actually watched a playthrough Paper Mario 1000 Year Door first and then decided to play it. Nowadays, certainly if I see a game where I'm like I start to see like gameplay or footage of it and I'm like, oh, this actually looks kind of interesting, then I will immediately stop watching it and go play it for myself. I suppose times are different. Now I'm older, I mean now it's more feasible to be like, oh, I see a game I like, oh yeah, now I can actually buy it. When I was a child I was like, I gotta make it count, so I gotta like watch the playthrough all the way to the end to be like, am I gonna like this or not? You know what, I think I was actually Sonic Dude is who I watched the playthrough of, because I have a memory of him not fighting the final boss of a game. I'm not going to tell you what final boss of a game is, obviously that's spoilers, but I remember him not fighting a final boss of a game, and he was basically like, yeah, fighting this boss is actually like a real pain, and honestly there's not like much of an epilogue or after credits to this thing, so I'm just gonna not do it, and if you want to see someone play for it, watch someone do it. And I remember at the time being like, what, you're not gonna do it? And I found that crazy. To be fair, it's a pretty difficult final boss, all things considered. And I'm sure that was a big push for me to actually play the game. Actually, I think Chuck Conroy also played with Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I wonder if I can look it up. I don't know if... Because Sonic Dude, I think that playthrough was probably before his channel got, like, wiped. Sonic Dude, Paper Mario? Now everyone's just streaming a Paper Mario remake. Chugga Conroy. Let's see, when did this first come out? No, hold on, that's Paper Mario 64. Chugga Conroy Paper Mario. How's Chugga Conroy doing? Still doing pretty well? 1000 Year Door. Okay.
Hey.
Don't listen to that. 15 years ago. So, okay, would have been about like 11, 10-ish. That's crazy. Do you think he's playing through the new one? Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 finale. Still going strong. That's crazy. Do you think Chugga Conroy is probably the only person, probably a YouTuber now who's uploading daily, like not daily, but like these like vlog, like let's play style videos of like one episode of each thing, and still gets the highest views, like 50k per video? It's pretty crazy. Wait, he hasn't uploaded for like 5 months. Oh my god, Runaway Guys, is that still a thing? It looks like that kind of still a thing. Even crazier, I suppose. Anyway, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Let's go sell all these fruits and stuff and make some money. But yeah, 1000 Year Door, like, super excited for. Like, I love it. Like, I feel like I distinctly remember, maybe not distinctly remember everything, but I still hold, like, a lot of memories from it, Rogueport. And I'm trying to remember all the companions that you have, or partners. You have Goombella. Hey, Goombella, listen to me go. You have... I can't remember what the Koopa's called, but I remember him. Who is my favourite party member, I suppose? You had Flurry as well, from a big tree. You had Vivian, from the shadowy place. You had the bomb guy, who was, I guess, also from Rogueport. I'm missing someone. Probably missing a few people, to be honest. Spoilers, I suppose. Miss Mouse, I remember that. I feel like I'm missing someone. I can't remember who. Let's see. 1000 Year Door partners. Goombaya, Koopa. Oh, Bombette was the first one. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, Yoshi! I forgot the Yoshi! Admiral Bobbery. Flavio. Oh, so I only missed one. I don't remember Flavio, to be honest. But I remember most of the chapters and that sort of thing. Which boss sticks in my memory as the hardest boss I fought? That's a good question. I'm trying to think. I think that pirate boss was actually pretty difficult. I guess spoilers of 1000 Year Door. I mean, it is like a 20-year-old game maybe, so... I don't know which character I used the most as a partner in my game. I have a feeling it was Admiral Bobbery, but I don't actually know if that's true, to be perfectly honest. But I don't know. I'm very, very tempted to actually buy the game and play for it, just for like nostalgia's sake, I suppose. I don't really have a time to play for it. It's like a long game. Like, don't get me wrong. It's like it's got a lot of content to it. And even post game, it's got a lot of content. So I don't really know if I've got time for it. I don't really want to stream it either, because I feel like it's, I don't know. It's very much like a comfort thing. I mean, maybe I'll buy it. I don't know. I genuinely got no clue. Oh, Celeste, hello, darling. There you are. But I don't know. Honestly, I quite like the Paper Mario series. Like, I don't even know if I ever finished playing through the first one, to be honest. I mean, Nintendo 64, because I played that after I played 3000 Year Door, but I think I got to a final world and I just like stopped and I just like never picked it up again. Super Paper Mario I played through multiple times, definitely. I remember I wanted to make it a goal for myself to get all 4 save files, like completed like 100% or something. I don't think I ever got that far. I think I got like one of them done, and I got two more of them done to like the final boss. But I don't remember the rest of it, to be honest. So I hold that game pretty dear to my heart as well. Yeah, I don't know. 1000 Year Door, it's just exciting. Like all these memories are like coming back to me of like these fun moments. I guess the thing which makes me hesitant about it is like, what if I play the game? I'm like, oh, it's not as good as I remember. You know, like I play it again, I'd be like, you know, maybe this. And then my conclusion is this game would probably be like in my top 20 games, I suppose, if I played it now. It just holds that much nostalgia for me. I don't know. I guess I kind of don't want to ruin the idea of that nostalgia or what it could be. Things which I hold dear to my heart, and I don't know, I guess I don't want to ruin that rose-tinted view I have looking back at them. Anyway, oh sorry, yeah, I don't know, I'm apologising, but yeah, I was going to draw a thumbnail out, I suppose, now that we know what we're talking about. Paper Mario, it's genuine. If you've not played it, I would actually highly recommend trying it. It's really a fantastic game. You remember, like, how's a thumbnail out coming on? It's not progressed, and I've been too busy for the past couple of days, but it genuinely is like a fantastic game. I adore it. I mean, it's high praise if it is like top 4 of games of all time for me. Like that's crazy. Think of all the games I played. Actually, to be fair, it's not games I haven't played as well, so who knows. I don't know who my favourite is. Like, this might be basic. Maybe my favourite partner is Goombellix. I remember what I used to do is I always used to switch to Goombella to make sure I could tattle on the enemy and figure out like basically get their record in the book. Goombella, Coops. I don't know if the game's been graphically updated as well. And the next one, Coops. I feel like Coops was the best strategically. Like, I always brought him out for, like, the boss fights, or for whatever reason, I don't know. Random Flower Yoshi Kid. Oh, I remember, like, reading about how to get, like, the certain colours of Yoshi Kid, and I remember messing it up. Like, I can't really remember which one I tried to get, but I just, like, got it wrong every single time. It was, like, a certain amount of time you had to wait or something. I don't know. Vivian, I mean, Vivian's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I feel like I used Vivian in the final boss. She was like the MVP because she has an ability where she basically pulls you into the shadows and you dodge attacks. You dodge all attacks for the next turn. So I remember using her a lot in the final boss, because the final boss, spoilers I guess, has like a really, really devastating attack where, you know, the final boss charges up for a turn and it unleashes it and it hits everyone. Well, everyone being you and your party member. And it just being like, oh my god, this is like terrible. I remember thinking Miss Mouse was really fun as a character, but I remember like, because you can only get her in the post game, annoyingly, from what I recall. But I remember not liking her mechanically because she has I can't remember. It's just like the abilities that I couldn't figure out how to use it. My like 10-year-old game was not my 10-year-old self was not strategically minded enough to figure out the nuances of like using T's or something, which I don't even know, like lowered their speed or something. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Speed is not a stat. Lowered like their attack or something. It makes enemies dizzy. I don't know. If I would say now, I think Miss Mouse. I think she was a really fun character because as spoiler, she like recurs randomly throughout the story, and then she's basically there just to be like not an annoyance, but she's like, ooh, I'm working my mysterious ways. I've got my own things. Oh yeah, bye. Which you know, that's girl boss energy, as they say. Honestly, all the companions are pretty great, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see really if anything's changed. I can't imagine much has changed, and probably a lot of it is to keep it the same. But still, it's a robot. I'm trying to think what to write as a flavor text, I suppose, on the thumbnail art. Here, And despite the fact that I came to this conclusion, like in the video, of Miss Mouse probably being my pet, I'm just gonna say Ms. Mouse. Oh my gosh, what? Is that how you spell Miss Mouse? Supremacy. Despite the fact I came to this conclusion in the video, so it's not really something I really hold all that well, but you know, that's something for if you actually watch a video, you understand. I don't really know what to do with the doodle here, but this doodle is getting out of control, might I say. I guess we'll like try and do her mask sort of thing. Like this, and then get a smaller brush, use white. An eraser tool maybe? Smaller eraser? Looks terrible. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. Paper Mario. It's a 1,000-year door. It's genuinely very, very cool to see it exist, to see it happen. One of a few remakes I suppose I'd even be moderately excited for. And on that note, I'm going to round this episode up here, I think. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. What is it, Rowan? It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So, until next time, bye-bye for now.